Welcome to my unboxing of the Corsair Vengeance C70. I've received a lot of requests to do a video about this particular chassis, and no, let's not look at that. There we go. Okay, so it's a case, it comes in a box, supports up to 6 hard drives. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the other side. This is the military green color. So this case does come in multiple colors, and we are getting the ruggedest, coolest, equippedest looking one with the military styling. Now there's plenty of military sort of themed components out there, particularly on the motherboard side, like ASUS's Tough series, but we haven't really seen a case that's really like military themed. So I'm kind of looking at motherboards like that going, okay, well that's cool if they're doing a complicated case mod, but how does this address the needs of sort of Joe Gamer who wants to, you know, throw his PC in something that looks like an ammo box and go off to a LAN with it? Now we have something that makes sense. The C70, which uses hard foam, which doesn't thrill me, but it arrived in one piece and it was airshipped as a single unit, so probably fine based on that totally scientific test. Oh, that's weird. The plastic is on upside down. Alright, it's kind of cool. I was sort of expecting the military green themed looking thing to be sort of cheesy, but it's actually not. That's not bad, actually. That's very cool. Let me just get this plastic off here, and then we can start taking a closer look at this new case from Corsair. It comes with a manual, which you may or may not need. I mean, their cases are so easy to build in that it's rarely a factor, so I'm not too worried about that. So, carrying handles. Right here on the top. Let's test them, shall we? If the case had broken off, I would have had a broken foot, and this case would be getting a very poor review. Looks like we're good. So you can see these are attached very securely, 6 rivets, and there's quite a lot of overlap in the metal here and the metal surrounding it. These are just plastic here, so they're not cold, they're reasonably comfortable to hold on to, and they snap into place. Fire the catapult! Okay, don't fire the catapult. Alright, external impressions. So we've got dual 120mm fan support in the top with little rubber grommets, which are going to keep the noise from being terrible. Full support for the H100, so the spacing is right for dual radiators, which is a must these days. Any case that doesn't support a dual radiator and isn't like a silence-oriented case is probably like not as great as cases that do. 120mm fan in the back, water cooling holes in the back. Don't use these, use an internal water cooling setup since it supports it just fine. Check this out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 PCI expansion slots, bottom mounted power supply and IO shield. That is a great color on this thing though. I actually really like the paint color they've gone with here. It's a very dark military green as opposed to being a little bit on the lighter side. There's a fan filter that you can also easily remove and clean. And there's actually another one from the front. So Corsair has learned from their experience with the 800D, where it had that really long fan filter, but by the time you like put it on the floor next to your wall, you can't actually, you know, reach and get it out because it's so long. So they've got an additional one from the front so that the length is only half in the back. And I put it in incorrectly, so I need to make sure that I get that in there. Bottom feet are rubberized feety things that are going on here. And let's see. Oh yeah, let's look at the front. Oh, that's cool. I hadn't actually seen this yet. So power switch. This is a red switch that looks like that. Hard drive LED, headphones, microphone, 2 USB 3.0 ports, and the reset switch with a little cover there. It's adorable. That's so cool. Okay. Side window has dual 120 or 140mm mounting holes for case fans, and you can decide what you want to do. There won't be any radiator mounting here though, which wouldn't make sense anyway. And hopefully you can see can you see the color okay in the camera? Looks alright? Okay. Let's go ahead and take the side panels off. So these are like ammo box style side latches, which again is a very nice touch. Okay, inside, oh, fully painted inside too, look at that. See, great attention to detail. Even the parts that no one will ever see, like these little folds here, everything is totally painted. Very, very nice, Corsair. Kudos to you. on that one. And the inside. So we don't find anything all that surprising. This is fairly similar. Whoops, these apparently, okay, well these fell out in shipping, but that's not the end of the world. Just go ahead and slide those back in. Nothing revolutionary in terms of the internal layout. This is very similar to the, shoot, which one is this similar to? Reminds me of the 550D actually. Let me just have a look. Yeah, looks a little something like that. Yes, very similar to the 550D, although there are some differences. So for example, they've got two 120mm cooling fans here, in addition to space to mount additional 120mm cooling fans in the front of the chassis. So check this out. I'm going to just pull off the front here. At least we're going to try and pull off the front. We might have to take off. Way to go, Slick. That's why they call him Slick Slick. Okay. Sorry about that. By bowing out the side panel, we get a little bit of extra room for cable management on the other side. Okay, so we're taking off both side panels now, and I don't remember why I did that. Oh yeah, right, so I could remove the front bezel. There we go. 2 and 3, there we go. So, here on the front, you can see we can mount an additional 2 by 120mm fans between this removable grill, and I'm not sure how to remove that, but I'm sure there's a way. Seems to be an arrow, but I really don't see how that helps us at all. Whatever, there's a grill, and 2 more 120mm fans. So what that means is you can have excellent airflow over your drive cages. So you can actually have a push-pull configuration. So even if you load this up with drives and it's very, very restrictive to airflow, you will have no problem actually forcing air through that and then towards your graphics cards or other expansion cards and making sure that they stay adequately cooled. In terms of the internal layout, it's what we've come to expect from Corsair. Huge cable management holes, which are going to make your build extremely tidy looking. Lots of included fans. So 3 120mm fans are included with the case, and then options to mount up to another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, either 120 or 140. 5 side panel, 6, 7 on the side panel. That's a lot of fans, so it's definitely cooling optimized. Your toolless optical drive cages actually look very straightforward, so you just got a little latch here. There's 2 little nubbins on the inside there that will latch into your drive. Just slide it in, and then if you want more security, you can put additional screws in here or on the other side without any difficulty. Look at these cable management clips. Outstanding. Corsair keeps coming up with new ways to impress me. And I'm pretty sure it's me specifically that they're trying to impress with every new case that they release. Large CPU cutout, large 8-pin or dual 8-pin or 8+4 pin cutout. Large cutout here for routing things like the 24-pin over here, routing all these top ones. See, this is something that no one ever figures out, is like all these top cables have to have a nice direct path down to the motherboard. This is extremely tidy and lots of space. So you've got like an inch of space back here wherever the motherboard tray is recessed a little bit, plus that additional space from the side panel being bowed out as well. I think that pretty much wraps it up, so thank you for checking out my unboxing and first look at the Corsair C70 military-themed... Oh, that's not really a military song. There we go. I didn't want to finish the video without you guys having a chance to look at it in all of its splendor again. Thank you for watching my unboxing, and don't forget to subscribe to Linus Tech Tips for unboxings, reviews, and other computer videos.